Hello people, it's Gino here from realeverydayenglish.com. Today's video is going to be a vocabulary builder, so we're going to focus on some words that you can use to expand your vocabulary and also make your speech sound a lot more natural and a lot more like a native speaker would speak. So let's do this. Happy Thursday people, welcome back to the channel. If you are a person who is trying to improve your English and sound like a more natural and confident English speaker, then you're definitely in the right place and you may want to take the decision to subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the little bell notification so then you never miss a free upload. Today's video is going to be an advanced level video, okay guys, for two reasons. The first reason is the vocabulary we're going to be covering is advanced level vocabulary, not in the sense that these are complicated words. It's just that these are words that actual native speakers here in Northern England use, okay? So it's going to be advanced in that sense, but it's also going to be advanced in the sense that I'm going to try and speak as I would do normally in daily conversations. So I'm going to try and not curb my accent at all and just speak as naturally as I can throughout the duration of this video. So one of the things that I notice in my language exchanges is that when people get to a certain level in English, it's usually when people are at a conversational level, they're able to understand English when it's spoken to them, they're able to communicate ideas, so they're able to maintain conversations is what I'm saying. And they get to a stage where when they want to emphasize something, they always use the word very, okay? So to give you an example, if they're hungry but they want to express that they're really hungry, they'll use the word very. So they'll say, I'm very hungry, I'm very tired, it was very clean, he was very old. So what we want to do is we want to start implementing some vocabulary, some advanced vocabulary, so that we can kind of change that up a little bit and vary our conversations, and in doing that we sound a lot more natural, we sound less robotic. And this is a problem that that not only English learners have, you know. I have the same problem in Spanish as well, where I'll use very this, very that, very the other, and it's something that I'm currently working on, is trying to expand my vocabulary so then I can sound a little bit more natural and less robotic. So without any further ado, let's get into it, and let's see where we're going with this. I know I'm talking fast today and I'm talking as I normally would, but this is good for people who are planning on coming here to Northern England, because as I've said to you before many times, we just do not speak with received pronunciation, and that's in the north and the south. You know, very few people actually speak with received pronunciation here in England, so it's a good thing. And because it's a YouTube video, you can obviously watch it back and back as many times as you want to, until you understand what it is that I'm saying. So the first one that we want to focus on is the one I actually spoke about just a second ago, and it is the phrase very hungry, okay? So what can we use instead of using very hungry? We can say starving. I'm starving. That is the most used one that I hear in Northern England here. So when we go through these examples, sorry people, I'm jumping around a little bit, but when we go through these examples today, keep in mind that these are British English words, okay? I'm coming from the British English viewpoint here, so be careful when you're speaking to Americans, because they might not use these words. They might understand what you mean, but they might not use some of them, okay? So the first one, we're going to replace very hungry with I'm starving. So say I come in from work at the end of the day, I can say to my partner, if I had a partner, I can say to my partner, oh, I've worked hard today, I'm absolutely starving. And it means I'm really hungry, okay? Or very hungry. That's what we're trying to replace. So the next one I've got on my list is very angry, okay? So if something makes you mad and you're very angry, there's a couple of words I've got wrote down here, because these are the ones I hear the most. So instead of saying very angry, you can say raging or fuming. So let's say, for example, I'm at my dad's house and he has a favourite pint glass and I have a drink out of it. I drop it on the floor and it smashes, okay? Then I can say, oh, I smashed my dad's favourite glass. He was absolutely raging. and it means he was very angry, okay? Next one, very happy. Instead of saying very happy, the most common one I hear in Northern England here is made up. So he was made up, I was made up, she was made up, and it means very happy. The next one, very tired, okay? Instead of saying very tired, I've got two wrote down again because there's two that I hear a lot. The first one is knackered and the second one is shattered. I've worked so hard today, I'm absolutely knackered. Or you don't have to say absolutely, you can just say I'm knackered, but adding absolutely adds emphasis onto the already emphasis of the word, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, instead of very tired, knackered, shattered. I'm knackered or I'm shattered. The next one, very big, okay? The two most common that I hear to replace this, massive and huge, okay? Have you seen his house, mate? It's absolutely massive. It's very big. Very small. We can replace very small with tiny or minute. Now, minute looks like the word minute because it's spelt the same, but be careful on the pronunciation, okay? So when something is very small, it's minute. But when when you're talking about time, as in seconds and minutes, it's minute. Minute, minute. See the difference? So, so instead of saying very small, use tiny or minute. Very lazy. Now, this one's a good one. This one I hear all the time, okay? A person who is very lazy is described here in England as being born idle. So you'll hear that a lot, trust me. If you come here, you will hear the word born idle a lot. Well, the phrase born idle, because it's not usually, it is two words crammed into one. So he's born idle, she's born idle. It means very lazy. The next one, very sad. Now, the most common one for this is heartbroken. Heartbroken can be used in the romantic sense, okay? So in a relationship sense, but somebody can be heartbroken about absolutely anything. You know, if something's made them really sad, then we say they are heartbroken. The next one, very heavy, okay? In order to express that something is very heavy, we usually say it weighs a ton, okay? Or it's a ton weight. Mate, you're going to have to help me with this. It weighs a ton, and it means it's very heavy, okay? It doesn't literally weigh a ton, but it's very heavy. Because if it literally weighed a ton, two of you would not be able to lift it, okay? Because a ton is 1,000 kilograms, or I think it's 1,016 kilograms, or something like that, off the top of my head. Okay, the next one is very useful as well. So, if a woman is very nice looking, we say that she is pretty. If a man is very good looking, then we say he's handsome, okay? So instead of saying very pretty for a woman or very handsome for a man, then you can use one word, which you can use for both sexes, okay? You can use for both men and women. And the term is gorgeous. So he's gorgeous, she's gorgeous, and it means very pretty or very handsome. The next one, very busy. I've broken this one down into two. Because if a place is very busy, okay, so if you go to the pub and it's very busy, i.e. there are a lot of people inside, we use two words for that. So you could say it's either packed or it's heaving. Mate, the pub was absolutely packed last night, and it means it was very busy. But if you, as a person, are very busy, it's quite different. I wouldn't say, oh, I'm packed. It doesn't make sense. I'd use one of these two. I'd either say I'm snowed under. So if I'm at work and somebody says, can you just do this? Mate, I'm snowed under, I've not got the time. It means I'm very busy. And the other one is swamped. I'm completely swamped. There's nothing I can do. The next one, very important. Now this one's a good one. Very important. I'd use the word crucial. Okay? It's crucial for you to understand that these are British English sayings, okay? It means it's very important. Instead of saying very useful, I would say really handy. Okay, so let's say somebody has given me a Spanish to English dictionary. Then the next time I see him, I can say, hey, mate, that dictionary you give me, it's really handy, and it means it's very useful. Very, very painful. Instead of saying very painful, I would say agonising, okay? I was in agony, in other words. But if you say that something is agonising, it means it's very painful. And the last one is very funny, and the word I'd use for this is hilarious. Okay, mate, that comedy show last night was absolutely hilarious. It means very funny. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you learned some new vocabulary here and you was able to keep up with the velocity of speech today, because I was speaking fast, let me know in the comments below how you found it, and please feel free to share it with your English learning friends. And don't forget that these are the British English viewpoint, okay? This is British English vocabulary. Some of them they may use in the American vocabulary. Some of them they may use in Australia, but for the most part, just keep in mind that these are British English alternatives, okay? Take care. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now. Ciao.